first down. Allen. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Elliott on the carry.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
Kaepernick's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. A screen to Bell. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Now a play fake. Kaepernick completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
46-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll get this underneath to Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Complete to A.J. Green. A gain of 10 yards. And it's
on 3rd down. Here's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
To throw, it's Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On play action, Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
We're scoreless after 1. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Kaepernick. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's a pickup of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
12 at the 19-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 20, 91. I got you. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell.
Complete to
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
8-yard pickup.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry by Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And this will be caught at the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Bell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Bell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4th down and goal at the 4-yard line.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
5-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. To throw, Kaepernick. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Oh, boy.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
2nd and 11. Elliott. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw, Kaepernick. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Elliott on the carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the counter, here's Bell. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And able to find Green. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Allen now on 1st down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up
on play action, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Kaepernick. Looking deep for Adams. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Now the extra point.
Point after.
And it is up.
Kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Kaepernick now to throw. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete.
Kaepernick.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd, eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Le'Veon Bell. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Cowboys 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Dancing to his left. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Cowboys 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on fourth. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. Yet another.